All right. Uh, Hello, afternoon, evening, or whenever you're watching this. I touched the camera before this so that fiddled with things. All right. Anyway, hi. I am Sean, Librarian Writer Geek. Librarian Writer Geek on Twitch and YouTube. Follow in both places if you care to see this stuff, more of my content. And I'm also on Blue Sky, occasionally doing things. I now have a TikTok account, though I literally only use it, I've only been using it to like browse and watch other people's stuff, though who knows, maybe if I really feel like it, I might start posting stuff there. I'm sure you'll be able to find out. Either way, if anything happens, you'll find out here on the website first. Okay. So, ah, still wearing the hat. I'm still wearing the hat, so we are still doing the Ring RPG. We're going to be kind of taking the stuff from the past 2 weeks, putting it all together. They're showing it off a little bit in Foundry, which there is an unofficial there is no official version of the One Ring Second Edition for Foundry. Going to make that absolutely clear up front. This is an unofficial thing. Nobody's getting paid as far as I'm aware to do this. There's no copyright anything. No one is or that, there are no funds being taken. Nobody is getting any money from this at all. It's all just, it's fans making content for other fans and so people can play a game. That's it. Okay. And yeah, sorry I'm a little late because I was fiddling with some stuff and like, do I want to use some actual music for this? I don't know. Do I want to use some official music? I don't know. I'm gonna go with let's not do music this time because I don't think I could find anything that would really fit. So that's what so we're gonna be just doing that instead. All right. And yeah, okay. Let's get into it. All right. Oh my god. What is it? What window capture? Foundry. What? Whatever. Foundry's being weird. Okay. So all this lovely artwork you're seeing in the background, by the way, is again from the books. Though I think the images have been mirrored to kind of avoid any issues. Whatever. I think it looks really nice, especially because it moves and changes and whatnot. Anyway, all right. And we have the wonderful, awesome cover art. The pause menu. That's very nice. But that the One Ring text, and you shall not pass. That's great. I love it. Okay. Most of the art for the character that I've used is from the first edition, except for the dwarf character, because I decided to have a female dwarf character for as I was rolling up the party, and there's just not enough art depicting female dwarves in the One Ring. But give a quick introduction to our party, to the company. So I think one of the things is, you do have to put together a party, and you put them in a group and whatnot. And this gets into other things. I don't know. Is there a community lore character? Oh, that I guess lore character might be a patron. Anyway, but our company, our fellowship, as it were, we have Fenya, who is a dwarven scholar. Has some decent stuff. She has mail armor because she's a dwarf. Because as a dwarf, she can both afford it and also it doesn't weigh her down. She's not as bothered by it. It's actually quite hardy for a scholar. We have Giles Wayward. Is kind of think of it. He's a man from Bree. I think he should actually probably be more like, we'll say 27. Why not? A messenger. Different. Has some nice stuff. He's his equipment is a little less exciting. And third person is Ragnar. Okay, we're gonna bump him up to like, we'll say 32. Why not? Ragnar, a barding. Let's see. He's a barding captain. So he also has some decent armor and a rather nasty bow. I decided to give him more proficiency with a bow to start with because, while he is a bard, barding. It would make sense as a person from Dale and such. But anyway, so these 3 characters I literally just kind of made them randomly. There's the book does not necessarily have charts, but I kind of rolled on the chart. I sort of used it as a chart to sort of, because there's 6 options. We've got 6 options. All right, so we're going to roll up one last character, and then we're going to show off combat. All right. And I'm going to get up my nice handy dice tower. This is not a community. This is a player character. All right, and I'm going to pull up game book. So we're going to roll 1. That's barding. I don't want another one of those. Let's try 5. Man of Bree. Got one of those already. 6. Ooh, a ranger. Okay. That's very cool. All right. So now we in the book, which you can't see, but we already saw it earlier. Okay. So as a ranger, let's see. I'm gonna actually bump them up. So let me see. What do ranger typical age of 20, maybe in adventures, even younger age. Usually sees travel from Eridor when they reach their 50s. So we'll say this ranger is actually a more senior person. And while I'm thinking about this, I'm gonna get some art for this ranger. I believe there was definitely some art. Yep. And for the token, do I have art? Do I have a token version of this? Perhaps not. We'll see in a moment. It's looking as though the answer might be no. But that's not a huge problem. We can fix that easy. I don't appear to. That's okay. All right. Give me just a few minutes. Give me just a quick moment or two. No. Is this... Oh, wait. No, this was in the... Sorry, I pulled all this art from the... Oh, God. Yeah, I pulled all this from Adventures in Middle-earth. Which was the older... Oh, wait. Was the 5e conversion. That's probably not what I want to call that. Adventures in Middle-earth was the 5e conversion of the previous edition. I believe the current 5th edition one is called... I think it Lord of the Ring. I think it might just be called Lord of the Rings. I don't remember exactly because I don't own that book. Which is in Middle Earth. Go. Select. Okay, duck. All right, and okay. So let's see. Cultural blessing. Kings of... All right. Well, first off, all right. Ranger of the North. We have to specify that because there are technically the Dunedain of the South and Gondor, but cultural blessing. Kings of Men. All right, and let's see. A couple of things. Oh. Over here, characteristics, and I don't. It might not be there. Sorry. Cultural blessing. Cultural blessing is Kings of Men. I wish there was a little more to this than just typing it in, because like each of these things do stuff. Get 1 point to an attribute of our choice, so we'll figure that out. Allegiance of the Dunedain. Is that a feature? Eh. Oops. Is this a distinctive feature? Well, not exactly. I don't know. During fellowship phase, you recover a max number of hope points equal to half your heart score round fractions up. Okay, so this is a flaw. It's a flaw, much like the dwarven trait Nalgrim, I believe is how it's pronounced. Naugrim, yeah, where it's like you can't use certain weapons and stuff. Anywho, so as a Dunedain, standard of living is frugal. So they're completely destitute, but you know, they don't really, they don't got time for all this fancy stuff. Okay, attributes, and we're gonna roll on to see what attributes we get. Okay, I got a 5. It almost fell out of the thing, but okay. So 5, 5, and 4. All right. 5, 5, 4. And because we have the cult blessing Kings of Men, we get a extra point to one attribute of our choice. I'm gonna take a quick look at our other folks. Okay, okay, so that's a 15. Oof, 17, 15, 14. And 16, 20. I think I'm gonna bump up our strength by 1 to make us just a little bit better at fighting, because our ranger a little better at fighting, because yeah. Okay, strength plus 20 is our endurance. Our strength is 6, so that's a 26. Almost as tough as the dwarf, but dwarves are especially tough. Heart plus 6. Our heart is 5. So our hope is 11. And our parry is wits plus 14. Our wits is 4. So our parry is wits plus 14. So our parry is 18. That's good. That's a pretty high parry. Okay. And let's see. Moving on. Skills. Oh boy. Here's where this thing gets weird, because I think I have to hold Alt. Let me see. Aw. Okay, yes. I have to hold Alt down to put in the points. So, okay. Aw 1, Athletics 2, Awareness 2, Hunting 2. 2. Travel 2, Healing 2, Battle 2. That's not what I wanted. Not a lot in there. Stealth 2, Scan 1, Explore 2, and Lore 2. So we're going to say 2. Wait, it's Stealth, Scan 1, Explore 2, and Lore 2. And we get to pick either Lore or Hunting as a favorite skill. I'm going to go with Hunting, because I don't think anyone else is good at hunting. Nope, our Scholar is not much of a hunter. Our Messenger is not especially good of a hunter, and our Captain is Captain's not bad at hunting, but that strength is his physical capabilities are somewhat lacking. All right, and with that done, okay, we have swords or spears or swords at 2. I kind of feel like I gotta go swords 2. And another combat proficiency at 1. I feel like everybody in this group has like 1 or 2 ranks in bows, because it's handy. It's just good to have. Okay, distinctive features. All right, so we go back to characteristics. Okay, distinctive features. We have the common distinctive features, and we have our options. Bold, honorable, secretive, stern, subtle, swift, tall, and true-hearted. I think... I think we'll go with honorable and stern. I'm not 100% sure what a lot of these mean, but whatever. Okay, and as for names, go with Morwen. Why not? Eh? There we go. So I have the Ranger Morwen. All right. Okay, so with that decided, we have to pick her calling. All right. We already have a scholar, a captain, and a messenger. So we're looking for champion, treasure hunter, or warden. I know what. Whoop, hey, oh. Okay, that's a scholar. That was a bad roll anyway. 5 gets me treasure hunter. You know what? Sure, why not? Okay. Treasure hunter. It's an odd option. It's an odd thing. It's a bit of an odd thing for a ranger, but you know what? Why not? Someone has to go in and get the stuff. Has to go find all this stuff. Uh, okay. Let's see. 2, explore, scan, or stealth. I am going to go with stealth as favored, and I think scan as favored skills. Distinctive feature burglary. I do think Morwen would say she's more good at just getting into places than but you know, she's maybe gets a little she's maybe a little more she maybe occasionally gets a little too into finding some stuff. All right, so we have 10 experience. So let's raise some stuff. I think hmm. All right, and it's 2 points for combat proficiencies. So that okay. So we put another. Whoa, hello. Okay, put so that's 4. Ooh, wow. Okay, so that used up 4 points right there. So we got 6 points left for different stuff. I think we'll put maybe 1 in craft. In courtesy. Maybe persuade because she's kind of maybe had to talk her way out of some stuff more than once. Okay, so let me see. That was 4, 5, 6, 7. And we got 3 more points. So I think maybe 1 in riddle, and we could bump. We'll bump craft up to 2. Just to bump craft up to 2, and that way, someone has to be good with making stuff and keeping gear in one piece. Okay, so let's see. We get to start with we're starting equipment. We get to start with a weapon of each for their combat proficiency. Okay. I think she's gonna I think we're gonna give her a long sword. I kind of have to do it twice. I'm gonna edit this so its load is 0, so that she can technically use it. Gonna do that. I think we're gonna also give her a great bow. Okay, let's see. Load's already 7. Yeah, okay. For a great bow. As for armor, let me see, page 100, I think. Okay, the best armor she can get is the leather corselet, so we're going to give her that as well. And what's our load looking like? Our load's at 13. That's not so bad. That's not too bad. She's tough. Morwen's tough. Okay, and was it like page 48? Yep. Haha. Got it in one. I feel like I could probably I think I can also bring a dagger and stuff along, but I don't really care. I don't think I'm going to give her a shield. No one has shields, actually, which is probably going to be, which might be a problem, though I think, like, I don't know. Okay, well, he's at 15 already, so maybe he doesn't need to. All right. But anyway, useful items. So she gets 1 useful item. Let's look at where her skills are. I think. Oh. What might be something to help with riddle? Sure, go with the stone of concentration. I don't know. I'm imagining this is kind of like, it's a something to fidget with while thinking about stuff. I feel like. Well, what's her insight? Her insight is 0. So you know what? Let's go away. So you know what? We'll go with insight. And is there a thing? Yep. Okay. Yep. She's got some pipe weed to smoke on the off chance she needs to sit and think. And okay, doesn't really get any animals. Okay. Rewards and virtues. All right, looking at the starting stuff, we got starting reward 2, cunning make, armor, helm, or shield. Okay. Oh, where'd it go? Where'd it go? Okay. Did I spell that right? CORSLET. Apologies. All right, and I'm gonna put this here. Cunning make leather corselet, which means we reduce the load by 2, so the load goes down to a 4, which is very nice. well, it's handy. It's very handy. She has a very, very low load. And starting virtue. Let's see, we rolled a 6, which is prowess. Reduce one attribute target number by 1. Awesome. I don't think there's a way for me to do that manually. I don't think there's a way for me to manually do that without, without increasing some stuff. Well, hold on. What is it? Oh, nope. Choose common virtues. Prowess. Yes, okay. Okay. Oh, well, I can just do this. Okay. You know what? We have a lot of stuff there, so we're gonna wits TN. Okay, add -1. Haha! Yay! I did it. I managed to figure it all out. Awesome. Okay. So now we have our character Morwen, and we will add her to the company. And oh geez. And I think then we also have things about patron. I think for sake of this, we're gonna say Gilrayan, daughter of Dirhail, will be our patron. Nope. Nope. Yes. There. Where might she be? I think. All right. Say Gilrayan is somewhere in Bree. She provides no real bonus. Whoops. That's not where I wanted to be. Let's see. So she provides no fellowship bonus. But if you resolve journey events within the old realm of Arnor, as if it's a borderland, you can choose meet undertaking to receive a rumor. Actually, no. Gilrayan probably wouldn't be a great option for our fellowship. So let's see. We have a scholar, a messenger, a treasure hunter, and a captain. You know what? Why not? What the heck? We're gonna say. We're gonna give them Gandalf. We're gonna put Gandalf the Grey as their patron. We'll say he's somewhere in Bree. Okay, he gives a fellowship. He gives +2 fellowship points. So let's see. I think Fellowship points are determined by... How do we determine fellowship points for the party? Doing adventure player hero. Starting fellowship score. Company is equal to number of player heroes in the group. Modified by virtues and cultural blessings and bows from patrons. So we're looking at 6. I believe, because I don't think anybody has... Well, what does Brie Blood do? I shot right past it. Brie Blood. Each man of Brie in the company increases fellowship rating by 1 point. All right. Okay, cool. Good to know. So our fellowship rating is now up to 7. Awesome. Okay. And for eye awareness, that's perhaps not in here. Okay, this is getting more into GM stuff. Starting eye awareness. Table below. Player heroes includes, let's see, find starting eye awareness. The company, apply basic score using table below. Apply only the highest available and add 1 for each player here with a rating valor of 4 or more. Well, we do. Unfortunately, we have a Dunedain in the party, so that's going to set us off at 2 right away. Okay. But, yeah. So, for whatever reason. So, whoops. So, now actually getting into playing the game, sort of. We're going to say that our particular band our company admittedly this is not sort of not necessarily this type of thing that Gandalf tends to engage in. Why can I not? Can I click here? Okay. And Gandalf the Grey as a patron, +2 advantage is wisdom of the Grey Pilgrim. Not sure what that does. Oh, wisdom of the Grey Pilgrim. You can spend fellowship to make a shadow test favored. Very nice. Okay. So, admittedly, Gandalf is perhaps heard rumors about some orcs or goblins or something entering further into, ranging far out into the area door, further out, somewhat close to Bree or whatever. Or so asking these guys to seek them out, maybe deal with them. Admittedly, this is not necessarily... Hold on. All right, so... I'm sorry, hold on for a second. I need to... What is up with... Okay, the overlay was being weird. Okay. Anyway. I think I clicked the wrong button on the overlay and it disappeared. Anywho, whatever. We've been tasked to do this stuff. I'm not going to do the travel rolls right now because we've been going for about 45. We've been going for 45 minutes, and that's already long enough. Let's see. So we're just going to jump into combat instead. All right. So this is part of what, and this is part of the thing I was doing, was setting this up. All right, and we're gonna, can I just drop them? I can. All right. And you know what? Let's see what the odds are that we manage to sneak up on these orcs. What do we? Let's see. We'll say. All right, Morwen. Yep. Okay, that's a fail. Giles fails. I'm not expecting much. Nope. Yeah, okay. Jeez, what? Okay. Oof. Oof. Five and result 10. Okay, so they managed to track down a group of a small band of 4 orcs. Unfortunately, they do not happen to sneak up on them, so they all kind of spot each other at the same time. So we're gonna have. So yeah, whoops. We're gonna have. All right. And let's see. Okay, so we are getting into opening volleys. All right. And we're going to at least give it a shot. Okay. Gonna try this. Hopefully this will work. That's a fail. I do appreciate this this little thing down here. I'm pretty sure this I'm not sure if this is part of the system or if this is part of something else. Anyway, we're not going to target him. We're going to target this one. Haha! Okay. So Ragnar managed to. Hey? Oh. Well, whatever. Managed to hit at least one of them. Let's see if Fenya can follow up with the same. She has a keen bow, which I think does. I don't remember what it does exactly. But. Haha! Keen bow for 3 damage. Needs to make. Ooh, awesome. Okay. Actually, hold on. Let me see. What does the keen bow? That's not what that's not what I wanted. Pierce is on a 9 or higher, so whatever. She rolled really well. Awesome. Okay. So he needs to make a protection roll. So the orc needs to make a protection roll. To beat a 10. Orc soldier is wounded. Okay. So apply damage. Apply wounded. Can he even take more than one wound? I don't know if he can. Let me see. Player heroes on the other. Let's see. Most adversaries are killed outright when wounded. See adversaries on. Okay, cool. So this guy. So this one, just flat out dead. Let me actually see. Which one? Okay. There we go. He's just flat out dead. Good shot. Good shot, Fenya. That is Fenya, yes. Cool. All right. Okay, Giles, let's don't disappoint me, Giles. All right. Ha-ha! Yes. Okay. Orc soldier needs to make a protection roll. Or this orc soldier is also wounded. Haha. Okay, so apply that little bit of damage. Apply wounded, and yeah, he is also down. Actually, so yeah, already we have managed to take down 2 orcs fairly quickly, but at the same time, they also get to reply in kind. I think they might actually go for the ones that did stuff. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. Okay. Get the orc. Oh, the orcs can't. Never mind. These 2 orc soldiers cannot do that. So instead, I think we are going to I think Morwen is going to drop the bow and draw her long sword. And I think she is going to take a forward position. We're going to move and engage the unwounded one, which, let's see. She's going to take a forward position. Ragnar will also drop his bow and draw his sword. And I think he'll also take a forward position. I'll have him, well, we'll have him over here. Over here, so they're maybe a little more indicated. I think Yeah. I think Giles and Fenya will maintain their more rearward positions, though. So, okay. And we're now. So we are in round 2. Okay. Okay. So we're going to have Morwen target this guy. And yeah, I don't think she's gonna go full out with the two hand the long sword. Do I spend a hope? I mean, she's already got 3 success dice on this, so we'll give it a shot. Haha! She rolled a great success. Let's see, what did she get? Okay, she rolled a great success, so we're going to add a heavy blow on top of that. So this orc is going to take 12 damage, and that will completely take him out. So he is also removed from combat. Okay. Uh, Ragnar, not to be outdone, he is going to. What? No, wrong one. Ragnar. He just has the sword. He's also not terrible with the sword. Okay, he is going to roll. And he also gets a great success, which applies the heavy blow, so that's an extra couple of damage. Thorpe will take 8 damage. And is also now out of combat. So that went I'm going to admit that went a lot faster than I expected. But yeah, you can kind of again, you can see with this example just how I mean, I got some really good rolls in this. I'm not these are some really good rolls, especially when we finally get into when we actually get into combat. Those are some really good rolls, and uh opening volleys, managing to get 2 wounds off. Um, yeah, I mean, let me see. 1, 2. What? Okay. Adversaries taking combat endurance is 0. Adversaries make a number of attacks up to their might score. Yeah, okay. So let me see. These are orc soldiers. So, okay, yeah. They are admittedly not that tough. Affected by intimidate foe combat skill, they lose 1 hate. Yeah, okay. So yeah, part of the problem is so that might be part of it. I think I'm gonna be a little rude, and we're gonna drop in just because it's still early. Yet, we're gonna. Yeah, I think we'll drop in an orc chieftain. We'll drop in an orc chieftain and maybe another 2 orc soldiers. All right. We'll say they just arrived. Why not? Okay, they've just kind of arrived. I think I'll have Fenya target the big guy. And that's not good. Giles is going to try and do the same because that guy's, again, he's big and scary. And that's going to fail. Okay. 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 Orc soldier. Gonna come in. He's gonna try and scimitar Morwen. And that's gonna fail. Other one is gonna go at Ragnar. Again with the scimitar. And fail. And I think the orc chieftain, he's gonna go at Morwen because he can. She's a ranger. He can tell. You can tell she's a ranger, so he's gonna. Whoops. That's not what I meant. And that's going to fail. Okay, so let's see. Morwen. Who's Morwen going to go for? I think Morwen might be a little more concerned about this big orc chieftain than she is about the piddly little soldier. So she is going to go at him, and she's going to two-hand it. Ha-ha! All right. Deals 12 damage against the orc chieftain for a rather significant hit. Ragnar is going to focus up on this orc that he's engaged with. That's a fail. Should I have used hope? Maybe. Oh, well. Oh. I think Fenya might focus in on the one that's ganging up on Morwen. I'm going to try it. That's going to hit. Haha. So let's first apply the damage. Orc needs to make the protection roll. Ah! Dang. Okay, so he does not take a wound. He does not take a wound, but he does still take the damage. I really should do this. Really should be doing this at the start of the round instead of here. Okay, we're gonna have Giles also take a shot at that same orc. I think we'll move him into more close combat next round, and that's a fail. Okay. Okay. These guys still can't really do much of anything, so... Oh, no! Oh, dear. Morwen has taken some damage. That's not great. Ah! Right, another orc. Going to swing at Ragnar. Ragnar. Oh dear. Oh no. Now Ragnar has been injured. Oh no. And the orc chieftain, who is very angry. How does he have 0 hate? He has 5 hate. What are you talking about? Okay, so and I believe so. Lore Master can reduce adversaries' hate. Get them gain dice rolls during combat. Yeah. Generally attack protection rolls. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I am gonna reduce. I'm gonna spend a hate for the orc chieftain to give him an extra die. Oh, that's so many dice. Oh dear. Oh dear. Morwen is not looking good. That's not good for Morwen. Oh dear. Okay. So we're gonna change some things up. Morwen's gonna move into a defensive stance. For one. Well, hold on. Hold on. Let me. She might move into an open stance. Let me see. What's a defensive stance do for me? Defensive stance. Try conservatively trying to protect yourself. Okay, yeah. Okay, so she is going to move into a defensive stance. Giles is also going to move into a defensive stance. I think he is going to drop the bow in order to do so. Ragnar is gonna stay where he is, I think. He's gonna continue going at this orc soldier. And I think, yeah, I'm gonna spend a hope. Give him an extra die. Why, man? What the heck? It's close to. Okay. All right, Giles is gonna step up with and go at. He knows he's probably not much of a match for that orc chieftain, but he could probably take on. He can try at least go after this other guy. Nope, wrong one. With his fell spear, he's gonna two-hand it. And what the heck? I'm gonna give him an extra die. I'm gonna spend a hope. Ah. Okay. All right, Morwen's going to continue focusing up on the Goblin She doesn't... Oh... We're gonna move that. We're gonna spend one of her hope. She doesn't have a lot of hope. Or she doesn't have... Her hope is not very high. Haha! But ha! 12 damage to the Orc Chieftain. Wait, did I do that right? Okay, yeah, I think I did that. I'm pretty sure I did that right. Okay, cool. Fenya, okay, without that, Fenya's gonna maybe focus up on this guy over here. Bow, she's doing just fine. Thank you very much. Okay, Orc needs to... Alright, well, first off, apply damage. And he needs to make a test. And he manages to avoid taking a wound. Curse him. Okay. This guy, this Orc soldier, is gonna maybe turn his... He's going to turn his attention to Giles and swing at him with his scimitar. Actually, how much hate does this guy have? He doesn't have a lot of hate, but what the heck, we'll spend some... Give him an extra die. And he's going to fail. Other guy is going to go... He's going to spend a hate to get an attack on Ragnar. Oh, and that's a solid hit on Ragnar. So Ragnar is going to take a little bit of damage, and he also needs to... Ooh, he needs to make a protection roll. Oh, no. Oh, dear. I see. I can spend hope on a protection roll, I think. I'll spend another hope to get an extra die on the protection roll, because, well, he does have 3, but you never know. Haha. Oh no! Ragnar is wounded. Ah! He failed. Is there a wounded? That's not good. Okay, wounded needs to make an injury roll. Ragnar, severe injury for a duration of 4 days. Oh, jeez. Ooh, yikes. That's not great. That's really bad. That is not good. A severe injury. Oof. Oh, that's not good. Okay. Okay, so I think Ragnar is definitely going to move into a defensive stance as well. I'm going to move this guy over here. Still going to stay on this guy. We're going to spend another hope. To get a little bit better. Hopefully we'll hit. And that does not hit. Dang it. Why is Ragnar? Okay, well, whatever. Okay. No, Giles is gonna stay on this guy. And we're going to spend another hope. Because the downside of being in defensive stance is that you're haha. Downside of defensive stance is that your attacks don't get a slight penalty. You have a penalty to attacks. So, that orc's still up. Good grief. Okay. I think Morwen is gonna turn her attention to this orc. I don't think she's no, wrong one. Gonna spend the hope to at least cancel out the penalty. Haha! Oh, dang. Ooh, wow. Oh, she got a feat max Gandalf rune plus a success. Awesome. Okay, cool. So, orc's gonna take the damage. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't matter. I'll make the protection roll, but it's not going to matter because even so, uh, he's still down to 0 endurance, so it doesn't matter. He's out of combat. Okay, and with that done, yeah, Ragnar can at least maybe try and hello. What? Oh, sorry. Ragnar can nope. Just try and take out this maybe. Nope. Okay. Yet. Okay. Fanny is going to spend a hope to try and get a shot off on this one orc. Oh my god. Thank you. Orc is wounded. He was already dead. Okay, cool. And with that, we'll end the encounter. Let me see. I think real quick. Let me see. Who has decent? Okay, Morwen has 2 healing. Fenya has favored healing. Is there an aiding? Give assistance, 136. Okay. Well, or oh. Assisting a fellow player, hero, and doing it silently. Special success, degrees of success. Okay. Is there a way to just do that? Okay. All right. So last thing. Okay, wounded. Conditions wounded. All right. Heroes remain active. Risk. Da, 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 da. Short rest adventures recover a number of endurance. Wounded heroes do not recover any points at all. All right, so we're gonna say after all that, our heroes are going to take a short rest at least. Venya's fine. Morwen, gonna take a short rest. Spend a fellowship point to regain one hope, I think. Giles, he doesn't. Oh, he'll regain a hope. Okay, but with that, I think also, yeah, he can't recover. He can only recover. Let's see, how much endurance? He does not recover any endurance as he's wounded. Okay, so in order to deal with that. Okay, standard of living. Okay. Well, that's nice and all, but I don't want to know. I don't need to know about. Here, wounded. Bring endurance. Currents being wounded more serious. Predicament adventure. Heroes are wounded. Combat heroes who remain active risk being knocked out of combat. Recover endurance points more slowly. Paid 71. Okay. Well, I do that. How do I? They're going to say prolonged rest, recover lost endurance points, or a number of endurance points equal to their strength score if their wounded box is checked. Okay. I think. Sorry, I'm very. Again, I'm flipping through this. You see how quickly I did this. Do skill points, skills. Okay. Skill list, athletics, heart and explore, healing. Healing skill include I'll try to leave plan, apply remedies, store health suffering, however most. I want to think that on a successful healing roll, she might be able to reduce the how long it will take for this, and yeah, she'll spend a hope on it to get an extra die. And that will fail. Okay, so yeah, he is unfortunately wounded. We take a prolonged rest. But he still doesn't recover that. But I do think it. But you get the yeah. So wounded is not fun. But we're gonna yeah. Oops. All right. Okay. Hopefully that should give you a decent-ish idea. I again, not 100% on all the rules. Not. Anyway, but so yeah, that is the One Ring in action. I'm not 100%. Again, I'm not 100% sure on some of this stuff, but I'm reasonably certain that I did it, or at least I did an okay job presenting it. I actually just today picked up the one of the latest books. It's Realms of the like Lands of the Three Rings or whatever. Basically, it's uh giving more details on Lyndon Rivendell and actually giving details on Lothlorien. Because that was not include, and you can actually play an elf of Lothlorien now, which is very cool. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed watching this, and I'm gonna have to upload this very quickly. But no stream next week. I'm gonna be on vacation, so that's that. Remember, Librarian Writer Geek, Twitch, YouTube, follow, comment, do all the things. Follow me on Blue Sky if you care. Check the website for links to all the stuff. Take care of yourselves and have a good one. Bye.